Hi, wanted to check in really quick and make a quick announcement. I was grading some of your quizzes, and there were I identified two problem areas that students were having issues with. Was one being the applications of statistics within quality management, and two, performing the actual computations that the statistical analysis and some of the questions that students were asked. In respect to one, I'll say this: focus on the inputs, right? Very easy answer to say we should be doing statistic analysis on what the financial outcomes are, right? Where I'm at, we call those outputs, okay? And so when you look at a business and you see that it's profitable, that's good and great, but more important to understand why is it profitable and what are the inputs that are driving that profitability. So really challenge yourself to think along that framework as opposed to financial outcome framework, and you will be head and shoulders above only most folks that I encounter in my everyday life. Okay, so that's one. Focus on the inputs, not the outputs. Statistical analysis should be used to metricize those inputs. It's not going to be the exact response you're looking for within the questions that was asked, but that's the framework. Okay, two, performing high-level statistical analysis in the subsequent computations. The goal of this course is not for you to be a master statistician. The goal is simply to introduce you to the concepts as applied within quality management that those statistical models are using and challenge you to do those. Now, at the end of it, course is not weighted such that if you fail to do those high-level statistician computations, you are going to suffer greatly in the final course grade, right? It's not going to help, but it's not going to completely end your final grade. So level setting there. Understanding these is a lift. It's not easy. It takes more than this course, candidly. But again, this course is meant as more of an introductory to those concepts and how they are applied to quality management and challenges students to perform some of those. Okay, so level setting there. Just to final lap it, we talked about how you should think about statistical applications happens from the quality perspective. Inputs, not outputs. The inputs are what your high-level directors, managers, and everyone cares about. Two, if you're struggling with the statistical computations, I hate to say it, but you're going to have to put in the work, right? It was a struggle for me. It was a struggle for me throughout my academic career, and it just gets harder, right? And I'll tell you, the hardest class that I ever took was a econometrics class at UNL, where I got my graduate cert in business analytics. It was basically the highest level of statistical computations, but at the economy level, and then drawing deductions from that. And again, the same framework that I described for one, which was what inputs to the economy are driving this GDP output, right? And then you break them down, and then you report out various sort of socioeconomic, and you layer the data. And so we're not going to dive too much into that, but the meta, and what I want you to take away, is that this will not end your grade on this course. It is meant to challenge you, and that is the goal. Happy Sunday. I hope you all have a great week. You're all doing great. Stay tenacious, stay focused, keep up the good work. Thanks so much, and have a great rest of your day.